Evil Duosarm here today, and today I have for you a part 6 of the Blade and Soul leveling guide. We're going to go from levels 36 to 39, only 4 levels this time. The video is getting a little long. We're going to do it in 2 hours and 10 minutes, so without further ado, let's get into it. So what we're going to do is pick it up from last time. I finished off my gathering and crafting guilds and all that stuff, and head on out. Picked up both the quests, the story quests, as well as the side quest there. And head over to this next area. We're going to pick up all the quests, but we're not going to do them all. We're going to do the one that involves killing 15 of these bird guys, since we got to head this way anyway and kill them to get to the place. Then there's the one mini-boss bird guy right there that I'm killing, and once you kill that, finish off the quest, and we got to go up and grab a feather that's up here on the ground. And after that, we can fast travel back to the wolf village. So, turn in all the quests that we have here. Should just be the 2. And then it'll give you the story quest after you get to the top, and then you got to pick up one on your way out. You see me doing right now. Alright, so now we're heading back through and back in the way we were just coming from. We got to get 5 of these flowers on the ground, so turn in that one quest first. And then collect your flowers and kill guys as needed, but try to avoid killing them since we got to kill them on the way out. Turn in all the quests, pick up all of the quests on your way out, and they involve killing 9 of each of these, or 7 of each of these guys, so just group them together and AoE them down as best as your class can do. And after you have done that, or rather, as you're making your way down there, don't be too concerned with having to do it all in one go, because you're going to hit it on the way out as well. So, anyway, moving along, continuing through. Yeah, going through the dungeon to get to Jewel, who's over here, chilling. I have to talk to Jill first, and then Jewel. After you finish the dungeon, head back out the dungeon, and finish off anything that you did not kill on your way in. Should not be too much to kill on your way out. And head in and turn in all of the quests that we have completed and pick up anything that's on his way out. Now, you see right there, I missed the guy. Actually, he's to the left as I just walked by, so I started clearing mobs, but I forgot to turn in the quest. So make sure you hit the guy on the ground. The drops will still be there, even if you don't talk to him, as you saw there. And go through. You're going to kill one of the guys who's going to give you a book. Read the book to get a quest to turn it in a little bit, and finish collecting the 9 items that you need to collect there. After you've done that, you got to head into this little shanty town over here and pick up all the quests, turn in all the quests, everything, and just move on through them. Down here, you'll have Jill to talk to, and you'll get to the end, and then you'll be Lusung there. I've taken Yunhua. You can use that time to spec skills or do surveys while you're waiting for that. But after that, head on back, turn in the main story quests, and then you'll get a couple side quests to do. So pick up all the side quests. One involves killing a pig, which I did really quick right there, as you didn't even see. It happened before the 8-second difference between them. Anyway, so pick up all the side quests. This one involves killing 12 wolves, so group them all together, kill them all. You're going to get another item from the large alpha wolf in the thing, and read that item to turn in another quest. So you go around, turn in that quest, that was the wolf's item, and then you get the wind walking quest for jumping on the pillar. Pick up the quest that comes up after you turn in those 2 quests. It's to kill 8 of these birds. They're right on top of the building. They're in groups of 4, so just got to kill 4 twice for a quick bonus of 3,000 experience. Moving along, we're going to head on into the next area. Talk to him, read the letter he gives you, talk to him again, move along through the little loop here, and then you can turn in that quest right there for another 900 XP. You're going to turn in the story quest. It's going to put you to 36 to, yeah, so it'll put you in 36. Pick up all the side quests that are here and knock them out. They're not too difficult. Right here I get tagged by the Cerulean Order people. Try not to get tagged by them, it'll slow you down a little bit. Anyways, you got to jump up there to turn that quest in. You grab both the quests from the guys that were right there. They involve killing yes men. You have to kill 10 of them. And one of them is going to drop an item that you need for the story anyway, so you got to kill them. You got to farm them anyway, so might as well take the quest. You also got to kill that little mini-boss guy over there for a side quest, so go for it. Now, I ended up getting stuck here for a couple minutes because I couldn't get the quest item to drop. It would not drop for me. I was reading the quest, trying to figure out where it was and why it wasn't coming up, and yeah, so hopefully you have better luck than I did. So there, I finally get it. And turn in all the side quests that we've gotten. I'm going to pick up the story quest over here, and that'll put us about a third of the way to the next level. Turn in all those little side quests as well. So now we're basically done as far as side quests go. So you see I was trying to go for this, and I said, nah, it's not worth it. We are basically done as far as side quests go, though. So we're basically going to be doing story missions throughout the rest of the game only. There'll be a couple side quests that we pick up as we go through, and I'll point those out as we go. And then once we finally do get to the point where it's just all side quest or story quests, and I'm not doing any side quests at all, I'm just going to speed the video up to like 32 times to just knock out the last section, which will probably be like 43-ish on, or 44. Anyway, so finishing off this dungeon, while you're waiting for those 2 to fight, it's a good time to do surveys, because you can't do anything except stand there and watch them, so a good opportunity to knock those out. Anyway, so moving along through the dungeon here, you've got, or not dungeon, through the level. So you don't really need to kill these guys, just got to get around them. Yeah, and I killed one of the mini boss guys, so they give you a quest that drops there. If you didn't get it, don't worry too much about it. And you're going to head on into this dungeon. So this dungeon set is actually relatively slow to progress through these next couple of missions here. So what you see here is me, I'm infusing my soul shield that I just got from the Story Reward quest a couple of missions ago with critical soul shields that I've been crafting. You don't need to do this. It honestly just delayed me probably about 2 minutes. So not really worth it. But regardless, if you decide to do it to get a little easier clear like I did, then your choice. So moving through this little dungeon here, and yeah, it's pretty straightforward. Just kill the guy 4 times, I believe. That loot chest, I got 1 good item out of it, so it's sort of worth. And after you do that, you can fast travel. You can use the escape button rather. So the escape, like to escape if your player gets stuck on the escape menu, escape key menu. You can use that to get out of dungeons faster if they're long walks. It'll take you to the entrance of the dungeon. So you see me do that there to get to that, and we run around the corner, get to the next part where we have to fend off things as they attack Yunwa, and it's going to take you to this little spot with Dokkan the Wise. He takes forever to open his door, so do a survey if you got any available, or play with your skills, try and pick different stuff, and then once again you got to wait for him to open a door. So if you want to keep playing with your inventory or play with anything, go for it. So then we get to this bit here, and we're going to move on through, and you kill Lu Sung and blah, 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 blah. You just continue along with the story. When walking back to Yara's Mirage to turn in any quests that we have available. So yeah, you're going to have to talk to her and the Mistwalker lad, and it'll send you back out on your way. So we're going to do some inventory management before we take off here. But once we do that, we have to go back to Zhofeng Village, or rather the Blind Bai Bazaar, and it's going to teleport us to Misty Woods for the next bit of the story. So we're continuing along with this main bit here, and I sped it way up because there's no options here at all. You can only do story quests, so I just sped up the story quest here 32 times to get through it quickly for splatting over. So here, you can pick up both quests, go on over to this little dungeon on the side over here. For these Augurites that are in here, you've got to kill 3 of them and get them to spawn a flower. Once 3 of them spawn a flower, then you can just run through the dungeon because they don't chase you very far. It seems to be every other one where the first one doesn't give it to you, but the second one does. So if you want to kill the 2nd, 4th, and 6th ones, you might just get flowers all the time through. I need to do that a couple more times to confirm that that's the way it goes. Anyway, so you're going to turn in both those quests, run out the thing, pick up your flowers on the way out. You don't have to pick them up and wait for them to think. Once they start walking to spawn a flower, then you can just wait. Or you can continue through the dungeon and pick them up on the way out. Anyway, so you're going to pick up all the quests in this area, once again, and knock them out. They're all pretty straightforward and simple, and they're between each other, so you don't have to worry too much about wasting time. Head on over to the right over here to farm these these people, for their items that you need to get to complete the quest. It's 10 of these guys, plus grab a weapon over there on the wall. So we killed 10 of them, and we move along. So we have to get to the other side now, so try to avoid as many enemies as possible while you make your way over to the wall. And yeah, so try and get back out without fighting anybody. Turn in this quest over here, turn the quest over there, and then you're going to have to turn in this quest as well. In order to get both of those quests, make sure you read the 2 letters that you picked up from looting enemies over on the other side, in case you couldn't see those. So I did a little inventory management right there. I think I equipped the stuff that I got as the quest rewards for completing that quest. And head on into the mine. Make sure to pick up the quest. Now we're going to speed this up 32 times as well because there is absolutely no deviation from the story quests here at all. You're just going to do the story and do the side quests that you got heading on in from going around the village outside. You basically just go through, plug through the story, and once you get to the story, then you just continue a little bit further into the dungeon to finish off 2 little side quests. You're going to turn in all those side quests and head on up to the main story quest up here. I forget to go right and turn in that quest to the right, as you can see on the mini-map there that I missed, so if you do remember going to turn in that quest. But anyway, when you get up here, you're going to have to kill these mobs, clear the two chain areas for Lishol, something like that, his name, to get to the things to let you place a charm. Once you get that, it's going to send you to Green Hollow, and you're going to pick up all the quests in Green Hollow, and move on through the little village and picking up everything and doing everything in the area. I missed that quest on the way down, or rather I forget to get to it, so I just move on and wait for the return. Gotta head up into this little dungeon up here. Just get to the end and click on 2 dead bodies in the water over on the side. So normally there's a quest you would also have to do in here, but we're not high enough level for it to have spawned yet in Green Hollow, so we're just going to move along and ignore it. So now that we're in here, once we get done with those 2 quests, we're going to wind walk back to Green Hollow, turn in the story quest, pick up the side quests, and move along once more. So we have to get that story quest there, and once we finish that one, now we're going to do that, what I just said. Actually, we teleport back to Green Hollow to speed up the time to get to that story quest. So now we've got all those other ones, now that we hit 38, so we're going to pick up all these side quests that we couldn't get when we were here before. Some of them involve running around the villages in Green Hollow, the little buildings, and collecting and turning in quests. So we're going to do all those, just like Yahara's Mirage that we did before. And just basically make sure you have nothing that you can pick up inside of this village when you leave it. So we're going to skip the quest to the right. We're just going to do these Kill the Nettlebugs quests, since there's 6 of them and 8 of them right outside the village for 3,000 experience. So it's real quick. Just circle the mobs up, round them up, and delete them. So here, you're going to go and talk to her. She's to the top of, or the bottom of your screen, rather, when you first exit the village. And all you got to do is collect 3 crystals for another 3,000 experience. So it's a really easy quest to finish off and turn in when you head back. Now we're going to head on down to one of these little fishy things. You just got to open one of those and kill a mini boss guy that pops out. Not too hard at all. Here, don't even bother killing these guys. I don't know why I did. Kind of wasted some time. You have to kill 30 of them to get the quest, and it's not as much experience as moving the little fish guards. So, but what we are going to do is pick up both the quests in that little village when you get to it. They're just kill 7 of these guys, which you got to do anyway to get to this place. And then help this lady escort her down to these guys down here. And so when she gets there, you're going to get ambushed. There she is, finally making it. And you're going to get ambushed by these guys, so just kill them. Pretty easy. And then Iskanune's going to show up. You got to talk to him, talk to her, talk to him. Then sneak back around the outside to kill this little mini boss over here. He's real easy. He's got the same health as a regular enemy for another bonus of 3,000 experience. Turn in that quest, gather the side quest, and head on up to the next little dungeon. When you get here, just make a beeline for the yellow quest marker. Don't do any of the other side stuff in here. It's not worth it. I missed my first jump right there, and then I missed the second jump on the mushrooms. So I got to wait for my stamina to respawn, and then I get back in there. You got to talk to Yura. Well, not really talk to, listen to her. And then once you finish that, you can wind walk back to the village where you will be turning in the story quest. So when you get here, just move along into the next area. Turn in the quest, move on, and you got to kill some bears. Killing these bears is pretty simple. Just try and group them up and AoE them down. Also try not to get hit by them because they do hurt a little bit, and they got quite a bit of health, so they take some time to kill. So make sure you've got enough focus to go through and finish them off before you will get killed by them. So anyway, well, I'm going to go through, complete that, just knocked it out right there, and you turn in the quest down here. So anyway, it's going to tell you to head on over to this guy. You're just going to have to do bow and then talk to him, and you got to go up the tree now, so jump on this log, head on over here, pick up that crafting node on your way up, and light the fire on your way through. Book straight across over to this like candy place over here and talk to this girl chilling in the bush or in the tent, and she's going to send you up this hill. All you got to do here is kill 10 of the guys and then grab a spear. So kill the guys, grab the spear on the ground right here. It should spawn any second. Yep, there it is. Pick up the spear, talk to this guy. Head back down and talk to her. She'll send you back across the way where you'll go to turn in. You could wind walk it or you could just walk it. It's your call. It's about the same time. Now next you got to go over here for the story quest and kill an antelope, and then it'll spawn a tiger. So kill the tiger and then head on up into the next dungeon to talk to this lad over here. So when you get through the dungeon, once again pretty straightforward. I literally just sprint through it because the enemies are worth 5 experience, so not really worth the time of clearing it. So just get through it, get to the end, kill this guy. It's going to bring out his boss, and then you're going to talk to his boss. And when you're done talking to the boss, it's going to send you out into the area. You got to talk to Iskanune, who's going to tell you about the fight going on with the Lycan. You have to clear all these Agrites, so she'll take you to the Lycan the Mighty. And then when you get here, wait for her to show up, and then she'll give you the all clear to go and fight him. To fight him, you got to kill the little wolves that he spawns and pick up the orb that they drop. Mine glitched out here, so hopefully it doesn't happen for you. I got a green orb, and then it gave me another green orb, and I had to just move it away from the Lycan in order to get another one to spawn. So once I moved it away, then a red orb spawned, and it let me finish the mission. So you're going to just talk to him, grab the heavenly energy thing that's sitting there, and it will send you back to the main base here, where you'll turn in the quest, and that will put you on level 39 in a total time of 9 hours and 57 minutes. So we've Only got 11 levels to go to get to max level, and we're doing pretty good on time. So anyway, thanks for watching, guys. Hope you found this video helpful. If you did, please leave a like and subscribe. Stick around for the other ones, and regardless of what you decide to do, thanks for watching, guys. Peace.